I want to do like a Pisces season ritual with everyone. Also, like I've been using self-tan and it's like a lotion one, and so it's really on my hands, but. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Courtney. I am a spiritual YouTuber. I talk about astrology, my life, vlogs, whatever the heck. Like, I just want to create, okay? So that's why we're here. But I wanted to do a sit down video today and do like, well, it's kind of sit downy. It sort of is, sort of isn't. But I wanted to do, it's Pisces season, and I want to do like a little Pisces ritual for myself. And I was like, ooh, I can also share this with everyone else. We're gonna do this together. So there's gonna be like different clips from different things and the ways that you can use this energy. But if you wanna actually do this on the new moon in Pisces, which is on March 2nd, go ahead, you can do it. I'm gonna do it right now. If you're not already subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. You can follow me over at Instagram at @IamCourtBurns and also on TikTok. Loving TikTok recently, so same, I am Court Burns over there. Personally, I like Pisces season because I have a Pisces rising, so it's kind of like my own personal new year in a sense. But some people don't know this, that Pisces season is actually the last season of the zodiac. So, you know, we start at Aries season, that's the astrological new year. So Pisces season wraps up the whole astrological year. I think it makes this like even more potent time to really release and like do our like spring cleaning in a sense of like ourselves, our body, all the things. So I wanted to start with this, and I'm gonna give you a couple things that we can do, or that I'm gonna do, and if you wanna do it, you can do it too. Totes up to you. Let's just do it. Let's just clean out the stuff. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna do, or that we're gonna do, is dream dump. Yes, I said dump. Get over it. We're gonna dream dump. So we're going to allow ourselves to dream really, really big and basically write out like a big map. Like I'll show you right now, like something that you can do is like grab or even go get yourself a new notebook. Actually, I'm gonna do this in a different notebook because this is my like business one that has like the ideas and things, but hang on. So I ended up getting a bunch of these for my birthday and I was like, ooh, okay, these are perfect. So I literally, what is going on with all of these pens? Well, maybe it's going to look like a cloud because that's where you want to put your dreams in. Inside, I always like to kind of label it, but like you could just put, so it's like that. And then from there, you're just going to take some time and like do a big dream dump. So you just think of all the big things. Like if you, like Pisces is all about dreaming big and like tapping into a state that isn't necessarily seen, it's more felt, right? And so if you can like think really big and think outside of the box of what's possible for you and not limit yourself, like this is a great way to use this energy. So give yourself a few minutes and just like yada yada yada, like just dream dump it out. Okay, so once you have your dream map, then what's gonna happen is we're actually gonna go into this thing that I've actually been wanting to do for myself. And there's gonna be two parts of this. We're gonna create new timelines, and we're also gonna create new rules for ourselves. First and foremost, you're gonna do timeline. So what do I mean by timeline? Timeline. This is like a quantum manifestation thing that I am not a pro in, but I know that there are, at least in my belief, there are multiple timelines around us. And I know I've heard other people like Manifestation Babe talks about this. I've heard people in like all manifestation stuff, they all talk about this. So you can find them everywhere. But what I will say is that I've been wanting to do this, especially with Pisces season, because Pisces is like, here's your reality right now, and if you want to create the new one, like you need to have full faith that like it exists out there before it actually shows up in this reality, which is why they're all about like visualization, like feeling, like all this stuff, like that's very Pisces, versus like the opposite of Virgo, which is like, let me see it in the physical. It's like, no, you have to do it the other way first. The next part is to like create a few timelines. Let's say, for example, like the timeline that you're in right now, or the reality that you're in right now isn't like your ideal. Like you maybe want to move, or maybe you want to have more money in your bank account, like whatever it is. It's like, how is there another timeline out there, what you want to experience? those dreams that you just put out, like somewhere in another dimension or reality or different timeline, that already exists, and that's why it's being given to you. Same goes with like all of those things that are like maybe more negative that you pick up on. So if you want to create this new reality, you have to like envision the timeline. And this is something I'm playing with. So I was like, okay, I want to do this. First, like write down what your timeline is right now. And then you're gonna write down like all the things that are kind of current in your life at the moment. Maybe how you feel, what's going on, yada, yada. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've written out this like timeline situation of like some of the things that have happened or that I experience in this timeline, like literally every detail. Like I can't go to the gym right now, yet from school. Some of the things I do is like self-sabotage and push away. I also wrote like I'm single, what I'm working on right now. So like working at building this and haven't seen my family in 2.5 years. Like I literally tried to write like freelance work I do, like working on building, all the things that like I feel like are right now. And now obviously there's going to be multiple timelines available when you're doing this in terms of like, what is the new timeline that you want to experience? So then you're going to flip it over and you're going to write out like, what are the new timelines? Sometimes I think what happens is we get all these big dreams and ideas and like we just dump them out. And I think something that's very interesting is that we can get all these through like very intuitively and they exist, but sometimes we do what am I trying to say? Like basically our timelines can get jumbled because we're getting all these things together. Let's say for example, I'm trying to build my business. Well, I have like 3 businesses. I have a podcast, I have I Am Court Burns YouTube, and I have Bravely Beautiful brand. Am I supposed to be building them all together in the same timeline? Not sure. Maybe one is more so for another time. But I tend to do them all at once because I get all the ideas. So that's just an example, but like maybe in one timeline, like I keep seeing for myself, like, oh, I want to move to a place that has like a beautiful home. It's like quiet. There's a porch. It's a tiny home. Maybe I live with my partner, and it was 111 on the camera, by the way, when I said that. And then there's like another timeline where I want to live in Costa Rica and Mexico for a little bit. So are they in the same timeline? I'm not sure, but I'm going to write them out and I'm going to see what happens. And if you chunk them down into separate timelines, maybe you'll be able to see more. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, I could probably keep going, but I'm gonna pause it there because I think I could just keep dreaming and dreaming and dreaming, but okay. Okay, just finished at 2:22 p.m. So that's kind of wild. Anyway, I just ended up doing 2 different timelines because that's as far as like my mind could go. And the second one doesn't have as many things in it because I feel like that's really projecting out into like maybe the future. It's interesting, and I'm gonna keep this. Obviously, we should all keep it and see like how this pans out because I feel like the energy of like what is in my life right now, like I'm really trying to build the timeline that's the more filled because it's like closer versus like the second timeline that feels like maybe like a next like after this one. But I don't know, let me know what you guys feel about that. But anyway, so first you did your brain dump and you did your current timeline, new timelines. Then what we're gonna do is you're going to do actually new rules. So like this is going to be like a section where you're gonna put literally down here like what are your new rules? What are the rules you're gonna live by in this new timeline? So for example, did I go backwards? Oh my gosh, what did I do? New rules. And these are like the beliefs that you live by. This is something I've really been working on for myself, is like really reprogramming my belief systems. So an example of this could be like, let's say my current timeline that I'm in now, I am always like push, hustle, more, go, better, yada, yada. Whereas like, what do I actually want to be living from? I want to be living from ease and joy. And I want those to be what attracts abundance or opportunity. I'm going to say, I attract growth, opportunity. Okay, that's a rule. So if something appears and I say no, I'm breaking this new rule and I'm living from an old rule. That's from an old timeline. So number 1, and then number 2, what's another rule I want to live by? And then you just like go through this. So go through it on your own. Okay, So there's some rules. I feel like I could probably keep going as well. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna clear out a bunch of stuff. So you can burn it, you can literally go through your closets, which I'm gonna do, and you're gonna throw a bunch of things out. That's gonna be like the next portion to this. First, I wanted to do the writing. So you'll have all of these like beautiful pages. Like, see, I did mine upside down. But you're gonna have like all of these pages. So you should be able to go through and like literally see like you dreamed things up and then you wrote out your current reality and then you have like maybe some other timelines that you're finding interesting. And then you found your new rules that you're gonna live by, okay? So you have these new rules here. Then you're gonna work on cleaning every single thing out. That's part of this Pisces season because we are leading into the astrological new year. Once you have your dream and once you have these things kind of like right now, you can always come back to this and be like, oh yeah, like am I living in accordance with becoming that person in that timeline? Yes or no? It's up to you. So anyway, I'm gonna go through a bunch of stuff and we're gonna throw things out. We're gonna make space because that is what actually makes things be able to come to us and allow us to go there. So we're gonna throw out all the things that no longer align with the timeline that we wanna move towards. So that means I'm throwing out shoes. I'm gonna throw out clothes that no longer resonate. Throw items in here that no longer resonate. So that's gonna be the next part of this. Okay, I hope you guys liked that video. I am wrapping up now. I hope you guys enjoyed that Pisces season workshop or just thing to do because I think it's like a fun way to use this energy. So in the comments below, let me know what timeline you're stepping into. And yeah, I'll be holding that manifestation with all of you and just signing out here and letting you know that you deserve to live life of your dream. Take out all the stuff that's not coming. I'm getting rid of it. Have a beautiful Pisces season. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That's all. Go live your dreams. Bye.
Anywhere you go, anywhere you go.